Hello and welcome to something new. Um, we are going to be doing a few first impression videos, and this is kind of the first impression video. So feel free to leave your first impressions and our first impressions in the comments below.
Oh god.
with me, as you already heard, is Johnny. Hi, Johnny.
Hello.
And we're playing Out There, which is, as you see, beta version 42, aptly named 42. So, what's out there? Johnny, do you know what's out there?
I heard that it's a FTL clone.
Kinda is, kinda isn't. It's more of a narrative-based FTL with a lot of pulp sci-fi, which is a bit more to my liking because I didn't really like the tedious parts of FTL, but I kind of like the idea of a space roguelike. So, yeah, this is made by Miklos, and which I probably butchered because it's a French word and name, and Tiger Fibre, who made this originally for Android and now iOS, yes, and now this is like original tablet game. So actually, you're gonna see a few like stuff like tap the screen or whatever because this is only now the PC version.
And it's a beta?
And it's a beta, and it's also an updated Omega edition with more content. And I'll just like dive into it. So I've tried this out earlier, and as you see, like it's all in a very like pulp sci-fi comic vibe. And the general gist of it is you've been sent out into space to find like more sources of resources for humanity because humanity kinda screwed over Earth, and like we ate all the resources and now we need more resources to eat. And you know, you played as astronaut and you went into space, and all of a sudden you just got lost in space, and now you're trying to like figure out where you are, what's going on, and why you are out there.
I'm not even going to comment.
So we're gonna literally dive into it. So a lot of this is like really heavy pulp sci-fi. So yeah, the glowing red thing is where you need to go, and all these stars are where you go and travel.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna so this is like where you start. The starting area doesn't really have anything for you, so we're not gonna waste time there. So let's like just go to the next star. So as you see, like this green part is how much you can travel, and this like gives you how much it costs to actually reach a point. And you have just three basic resources: fuel, oxygen, and your hull's quality, or rather your hull's health. And you need to maintain all those and doing whatever drains them. So it's essentially basic resource management.
Okay.
Hoping for a lot of luck and just like dealing with this kind of event. So from time to time, like some good stuff happens, some bad stuff happens. So let's see what happens here. I slammed my reactors into overdrive and jettisoned some fuel to hide my escape, like squids do on Earth. It worked. But that means, so I had a very bad encounter, and it cost me fuel to actually escape it and survive it. So very rarely will something like downright kill you. I haven't encountered anything, but
Okay.
stuff usually just drains your resources. So like here you are in a small like system, and as you see, you have choices where to land. So this just tells you like what kind of resources you can find there. So metallic resources, fuel, and this is like generally the sun, and you don't want to like go into there. So there's like a weak sun, so it's like just dangerous, but otherwise most stars are suicidal attempts to just like even get close to them.
I see.
Now
so far this looks like very close to FTL. More than I expected, actually.
Yeah, so this is like the part where it stops being too FTL-ish. So you have your basic ship, but it's, you know, as you see, it's nothing like FTL.
Yeah.
Basically, your slots serve for two things. They serve for technology and, you know, just like weaponry, tools, equipment, and whatever, and they serve for resources you have. Now here's like the basic trade-off. The first trade-off is building new stuff requires that you spend resources. A lot of these resources overlap with how you recover stuff. So, for example, so I see that my oxygen is 94. I want to drag my oxygen to the maintenance tab, and then it restores my oxygen. And I want to like drag this to my fuel tab, and we just restore my fuel. Also, in this game, I'm gonna demonstrate my absolute abysmal knowledge of chemistry because all the symbols are chemistry symbols, and I like almost don't know shit about them. I mean, I'm gonna be done right back. Like, I was in a language-based high school. We focused on language stuff. Our chemistry was very basic, and I'm very stupid. I'm sorry. Anyway, yes. Aside from like doing maintenance, building stuff, you also get some stuff sometimes damaged, so you have to maintain that too. Essentially, it's a lot of resource management and a lot of narrative. So yeah. As you see, like, everything requires resources. So to arrive here, I need to spend fuel. To land, I need to spend fuel. And to drill, I need to spend fuel. So the game is extremely cruel in the aspect of how much resources you need to like use. So here's the gist of it. How deep you dig is how much stuff you actually get. Obviously, if you go into the red, you risk damaging your equipment because you'll be breaching, the planet's, surface and just like breaching magma and everything goes to shit. I generally go with 5 because just so I can get something, but generally even that sometimes damages shit. So yeah.
Okay.
So it is a metallic planet. We got a bunch of metal, and as you see, the slots cap at 20.
Oh.
So you can't carry too much stuff. You can drill again, and you can like use probes again on gas planets. So far, every time I've attempted to drill or do stuff beyond the first time, it just didn't pay off. There was like no point to it. So yeah, so we have like a gas giant here, risky orbit, and that's probably gonna cost me some of my hull, which was 26 hull. And as you see already, I'm hurting for fuel. Oh, this is actually good. So my last attempt off camera without Johnny while I was trying to figure this game out, like 3 consecutive planets I probed for fuel kept giving me 2 or 1 helium, which was like, fuck this, I can't do anything. Anyway, yes, let's just restore our fuel. And you see, like, a lot of it is drag and drop because obviously this was made for touchscreens.
That seems fine. Like that's fine for a mouse interface as well.
Yeah, it's like it works very fine. Like I said, like it doesn't have FTL's complexity. It does have FTL's randomness because like I've had like in 3 playthroughs I've had so much crap happen.
So I'm not sure that FTL is that complex in the first place.
Well, there's more stuff to manage. There are a lot less decisions to make here. So let's see, I see millions of dead bodies floating around my ship, so nice things. I know I'm hungry and thirsty and I haven't had enough sleep. I learned not to trust myself. So yeah, you get a lot, since you're alone in space, you get a lot of these monologues and journal entries where your character is more or less like, what am I doing with my life? Okay, so we have like a lot of gas giants here. I'm just gonna like do 1 probe to get some fuel. Yeah, 9. Like it barely paid off. But like I generally like to do at least something in the system so I'm not hurting for resources, because like you see, jumping the system is like 16.
Yeah.
So we found this cosmic spider web.
Okay.
So yeah. So the ship took damage. So far stuff has been very cruel to us. Not too cruel, like as this game knows to be. Like I've had some like very big catastrophes, but sometimes you'll have random encounters where, good things happen.
You should repair your hull.
Yeah. Just like to see those resources burned out. So I'm not gonna restore my oxygen, and I'm gonna show you why, because there are planets with breathable atmospheres.
I see. And that just refills your oxygen.
Yeah, you just land and your oxygen supply is full. Now, as you see, there's this one button here that says Encounter Life. So you have a bunch of different aliens that come over and just talk in gibberish because you can't understand what they're saying. And generally, you'll just have this situation where they come and do something or ask you something, and you can only nod or shake your head, or they'll just like ask for something and you don't know why. So in this case, this alien places something on the ground and runs away. So we've gathered the Omega element, and we have learned 2 words, God and Omega. So next time we talk to aliens, we'll see those words transcribed properly.
Okay.
So some things that I've seen like happen. So far, I've like encountered 5 or 6 alien species. None of them had the same artwork, which is kind of cool. Also, there are some like interesting situations where I encountered an alien, and it asked me for something.
Are you sure you want to spend any fuel here? You have very little.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, because like digging here only gives you oxygen, so I should actually go to the fuel planet. But yeah, like I had this one alien who asked something of me after I just like he asked me and I could like approve or disapprove. After disapproving, he asked for some iron, and when I gave him some iron, then he got upset and yelled at me, and I learned the word for death. So yeah, it can get pretty random, but I guess that's how it feels when you don't actually speak language. So let's see like if I'll actually damage my probe this time. No, I won't. So that's like a surprise. Yeah, so
I like how it turned out fine is a surprise.
It is, because like so far I always kept stuff in the yellow, and it just my probes and drills just kept breaking and breaking and breaking. And like drilling at lower capacity, like 1 or 2, just like I haven't found that it pays off. So I need to repair my hull, but I don't have any metallic planets. So what we're going to do is travel further, yeah, in space. Oh, so yeah, sometimes you have decisions. There's a strange planet here, a gas giant shining from the inside like a mini sun. From my orbit I can't see anything but light. What could it be? So, do we ignore or do we land?
We land.
We land. I attempt to descend through the planet's thick layers without any special protections. So yeah, obviously you can upgrade your protections. Immediately my cabin starts to creak under the extreme pressure and violent gravitational tides. I catch a brief glimpse of huge towers and shining silhouettes hidden in the clouds, but maybe I imagined that. I decide to return to space before my ship is completely crushed. So how much did we fuck our hull? Okay, not too much. But yeah, so as you see, you can like craft stuff. But you can also, so this is like stuff we currently have, like technology we currently know. We have like this cryonics, but we don't have the materials to make it. But in general, you can actually build stuff, learn new technologies from aliens or from helping others, or just like scavenging it, and that can upgrade the specs of your ship. I think you can even change your actual ship, like get a better ship. I have not made it far enough to even like get an upgrade, let alone just like do something with my ship. So yeah, we have a rocky planet. Let's see, rocky planet, rich in fuel, rich in fuel. Okay, so this is kind of cool now because we have 2 planets that can repair our hull and 2 risky ventures that can replenish our fuel. So this kind of works out. So this is the first time. This is the first time I've actually like seen a planet like 4 planets and both are like usable. So yeah, let's see if this can be. Okay, so this is like working out really fine so far. So I'll just like get.
So we've now reached the limits of my chemistry knowledge because what the fuck is C?
Like I would say what I think it is, but people would point and laugh.
Okay. I used to know these things, and then the years passed.
I'm just not gonna say this out. I said in Crusader Kings, I'm horrible with dates, I'm horrible with geography, and I'm horrible with chemistry. I'm sorry, I had to learn like 3 different languages. Like that data had to go somewhere. Plus, you can like fucking Google like what element is what these days. Okay, anyway, thankfully there are these little icons to tell you, oh, this is a metal and this is like oxygen, but obviously everybody knows that it's oxygen. Let's see if we can craft something. So we can craft cryonics. What does cryonics do? This device places me in cryo status during long jump, just as a trip from Earth to Jupiter. So yeah, let's like craft new equipment just for the heck of demonstrating it. So next thing we want to do is repair our hull.
We did not get nearly as much iron as I expected.
You don't always get it. So sometimes you'll get like precious metals, which are usually used for upgrades. So, but you're mostly hurting for these 3. Like you need to have them at all times. The Omega element is a bit of a like Joker card. Apparently, it does something. This is like obvious. I'm guessing this is new content for this game because it's called Omega Edition. But generally, this element possesses powers not yet fathomed, so it probably does something. I have no idea what. But it's also a Joker card. No, I don't want to drop this. So I could add it to any of these three, and I could restore it by 25. So it's a bit like a lifesaver in case things get bad.
I see.
Yeah. So let's like take off and go to the next metallic planet and hopefully like, you know, get stuff. Okay, so we got some iron, we got some of this, and we got some platinum. So this is kind of like, I encountered this being frequent for crafting materials, so I'm just gonna like drop this since I have a full stack of them anyway.
Okay.
Just deal with it. Take off, confirm. Yeah, so we're kind of like losing our shit. Yeah, I'm gonna like have to drop this here because whatever whatever fuel we get has to like go in a slot.
Yeah.
Of some description. And yeah, so now we're like probing for like 5.
We just have enough fuel to land.
Yeah, and this is like 10 fuel total. So this is one of those situations where it said you get like 5 or less of these. So I'm not sure, like, I think this isn't like even enough to get to the next planet. It's just enough to get to the next planet, so we're gonna have to like use this for fuel and just like hope we get enough fuel here to just like, oh fuck. So the ship just got destroyed because it was a risky venture.
So,
yeah.
Like, my thoughts about this is that this seems more honest about than FTL, about like the randomness, because FTL tries to sort of hide how random it is.
No, this is like really honest. Like, you know, when ventures are risky, you know how much stuff you have, and the general thing that you don't know of is, you know, whether you'll find something or not. But I think that's fine, you know. So, like, these kind of games sometimes give you bad luck streaks, sometimes they give you good luck streaks, but that's just like shit that happens. So let's like see, will this PlayStation actually give me something if I click on it? No, it just restores my oxygen. Yeah, so here's one thing that's kind of like crap. If you do the tutorial, you actually are taught how to craft this. So you basically get it for free without traveling.
Okay.
Like when you start like here, you kind of don't have it, so that's a bit like lame.
So does that save you oxygen while traveling? Is that what it does?
I think so. Oh, whoa, so there's something big. So we found a light brown planet. So we have to do something before the planet swallows us.
No, wait and see.
I'm not gonna wait and see where the planet kills.
No, wait and see. I want to see this.
Okay. But a few hours later, when the planet turns to face the sun, the surface warms and turns to liquid. I slammed the engines into overdrive and escaped without taking too much damage. Now I have enough candy to last me weeks.
See? I told you. You didn't even take any damage.
Yeah, we actually didn't do anything bad. Okay, so we have like fuel and metal. That's also. I'm just gonna go like with metal first, with the fuel first. Okay, probe. So I usually go with 7, but like I figure like because it's yellow that 5, 6, and 7 are the same, but no, 7 usually just breaks stuff. And 7 helium. Yeah.
That's like nothing.
That's nothing. Yeah. It's like literally 7 more. We earned 7 fuel from that venture. We actually didn't earn 7 fuel from that venture. We actually lost 3 fuel from that venture. Because it was 10 fuel to get there, and then 7 fuel to probe it, and we earned 14 fuel from it. So yeah,
this game is basically very stacked against you, huh?
Yeah, like the odds are really, really, really not in your favor, which it's kind of apparent from the start. I mean, this is like what the first system we jumped to. You kind of get the idea right off the bat that things aren't gonna work out for you. Like we're already in the red with fuel, and
Yeah.
it varies. Like sometimes you will be completely like just like full of fuel and have no issue, but like you can't find a breathable planet anywhere. Like you just like jump from system to system, there's nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I don't know. Like, you're telling me that what you like about this is that there's less like complexity than FTL.
I mean, there's less. Okay, so there's less stuff than FTL. I kind of didn't like FTL because the crew management and, as you said, like the chances of stuff happening weren't really like that fair. As you said, like it kind of masks how unfair what your odds are. Here,
FTL never tells you your odds.
Yeah, this kind of. Okay, let's see something. So an asteroid slammed us. The good news is it wasn't going too fast, so we got 2 broken ribs. Not that painful, okay? Okay, so we were repairing something outside of the ship. An asteroid hit us, and to save ourselves from being flung into space, we had to use a smoldering iron to latch ourselves up to the ship, which damaged the hull. Okay, so what I want to say is there isn't that much complexity in the sense of how many elements you have. So like it's pretty like clear what you have to maintain, and like advancing your ship isn't that too complex even when you have the crafting materials. But the complexity comes from decision making and just like calculating like, is this gonna be worth it? Should I risk it, or like should I just like keep going? And it's a gamble for most part. Like look, like I just like lost 40 from my hull because of this risky venture. Like I'm guessing there's an optimal strategy to playing this. Like people just like calculating, oh yeah, you have to do like this first and then this, and then like don't like explore too much at the start or whatever. But I don't know. It's like a desperate game with a desperate situation, and it kind of like does a really good job of telling you how desperate everything is.
Is there any reason to not like refill fuel and stuff?
Some things require that you use different elements as resources.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and like in general, so I could refill the oxygen I have right now and just like get to 100. So because this is like almost, like this is 40 and I'm almost 40. But then you have the issue of if I spend it now, I won't have it in reserve, and I better risk finding a breedable planet and using it when I'm like not finding breedable planets, because that refuels automatically.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll get like even events that just like you'll get events that just like give you fuel or oxygen, and they kind of contextualize why that happened. Sometimes you're just lucky, sometimes. Ah, there we go. So we broke our drill. But we found 10 iron in the process. So now we go and have to craft a new drill. And it was lucky that we found iron in that attempt, otherwise we'd be in a really big problem.
Yeah. So you want to keep some iron in reserve for the drill. Is there any way to like repair your hull, but like choose to hold some back?
I haven't found it exactly so far, but let's like test it. Okay. Okay, so so see, like we found 75 fuel, which just like refilled
Jesus.
us. Yeah, so like sometimes you have that kind of luck. And we have a garden plant, but so we don't have to like even test with her. Let's see if I can test it with this. So yeah, I think you can drag it away fast enough, but I don't know how to do it. I don't think you can, which might be a bit like silly. But hey,
Yeah.
it's beta. Like hopefully they'll fix that. So let's go here. So like see, I'll go down now, and if I had spent that oxygen now, I would be like feel really stupid because now I have oxygen full and I still have in reserve in case I don't find planets.
Is this what they call a garden planet?
Yeah, I guess an ice garden planet. So we can approve or disapprove the multi-eyed elephant insect alien. What do you wish, Johnny?
I think we approve.
I have nothing of interest for this alien. So apparently he wants something, but we don't have anything that interests him. So yeah, let's like just like gather stuff. So yeah, we have carbon. Oh, so we can like actually press right click and pretend we're not stupid. Yeah, silicon. And such. So let's like take off. Not much here. We have fuel and fuel, both are risky orbits.
Our cargo is more or less full.
Yeah, I'd rather just like fly further at this point. Oh, it's a meteorite shower. And we completely lost our... Did we completely lose it or is it damaged? No,
It's damaged.
But we need 2 iron to repair it, and we don't have 2 iron, so we'll have to like mine for iron. Thankfully, it's not the drill, because if the drill was damaged and we needed iron, we'd be in a problem.
Yeah.
So, okay, so in this now let's see what the planets are. Is there like a breathable planet? There is a breathable planet, so there's like no point in using this. So we're gonna have to like drop something for the iron. Let's like let's go to the metallic planet and see what we get. Drill. Gonna go with 6. Okay, we got a bunch of iron. So we're gonna add this here. I'm gonna just like drop this oxygen and use this.
Fair enough.
So we can now repair the probe. And take off. So next thing I want to do is first go to the garden planet. This is the rich and fuel one.
We need the fuel.
Yeah, so let's go like and try the fuel first. Launch probe. Okay, so this is a good haul. I'm gonna drop the carbon.
I don't like the way things stack.
You mean like per 20?
No, like I don't like that one of a resource takes up as much space as 20. It does not seem to fit. Like, I don't know. It seems weird for what this game is doing.
I can see what you mean. I'm a bit torn on it too. I'm guessing there's some background logic to it, but yeah.
So like, can't you just immediately use the fuel from this screen?
Sadly, no. That's another thing that bothers me. So I'll have to finish this, in which case I'll be
That is lost.
That is lost completely. So we're gonna have to like drop stuff. What's this? So copper. Yeah. So this is like a lot of this like platinum and this, and it's like rare. Tungsten is also rare. Silicon is like fairly common, so I guess it's like that. Because we really need fuel. And that's like a bit crap because I would use this anyway to repair my hull,
Yeah.
so I would have an extra slot, but that stuff is now lost since I can't upgrade while I'm in drilled mode, which I think is a bit like crap, but whatever. So let's just like get all the fucking fuel. And just like fuck it. And let's visit the garden planet, which is ominously purple. This looks kind of cool. Like the artwork is like really nice. So he gives us Omega. So this is one of those. I'm guessing this is one of those things. You played Morrowind, right?
Yeah.
You know how as soon as you install an expansion, either Tribunal or Blood Moon, and you start a new game, it keeps getting activated at the start, like either as Rumors or as Assassins.
I think it's the Tribunal one that adds the Assassins. Yes.
Yeah. So this kind of feels like that.
This feels. Yeah.
We keep getting that Omega element with one of the first aliens we encounter consistently. Like I always get it on the first or second one. So it's a bit predictable.
Skip the oxygen, obviously.
Yeah, I'll just like put this up here and then it's easiest to discard it later. So let's like take off and go to the next one. So it's a long way to get where we're going.
Yeah.
Can I actually don't have space. How much is it to craft cryonics? I could have used the silicon I dumped, but I guess we'll do it next time. Yeah, let's go to Runchant. Oh look, more meteor showers. Okay, we lost 5 fuel. Okay, let's go to the metallic one, land, and drill. Okay, iron. We'll drop inside this. Take off. And yeah, we're already in trouble for fuel. Okay, we can like discard this in case we find more than one stack of fuel. I'm like not being optimistic, but whatever. Okay. So kind of this. Yeah, like I don't have any tech to upgrade, so this is like necessity.
Desperation mode.
Yeah, desperation mode.
Yeah, this shuffling around with the inventory is just weird to me.
How so? Like, you think like it clashes a bit with the game's focus or something else?
Yeah, like it clashes a lot with the thematic element and like just narratively there's no point, no reason to actually leave anything behind there, but because the mechanics do not fully match what it's saying narratively, it's just...
Yeah, it's like it's a really abstract system compared to like the narrative. So
yeah.
Around I see alien spaceships scattered in all directions, leaving the dying planet a hopeless exodus. Last ship stops its movement and the planet's elevated orbit simply out of fuel. It floats in vacuum, powerless like a fish thrown in water. So do we give them fuel or do we rob them?
Well, we don't have fuel to spare, I think. Like, why isn't there a
leave them
him?
alone?
But,
Yeah,
like,
leave.
yeah. What is this?
Yeah, this is like a bit like we need like a gray moral choice. Like we need like sarcastic shepherd choice.
So I guess we're robbing him because we can't give him fuel.
Yeah. And we got oxygen, which I like honestly didn't really want at that moment.
So we just like found a abandoned spaceship and we just docked with him, and instead of helping them we just pumped out all their oxygen into our ship.
Yep, looks like it. Okay, we need like a fuel planet desperately.
Are all the fuel planet like risky atmosphere?
Yep. Yep. Oh, thank God. It's more than 10.
That's like 26, right?
Yeah, it's 26. It's like enough to continue traveling. I mean, I don't see much of a point if I land on
No,
these.
don't.
Yeah, I'm like fucked over. Jesus Christ, so many stars.
Go through right, I think.
Yeah, 22.
22, Jesus.
And we lost 20 oxygen.
That's fine. We have oxygen.
Oh, this is new. We have a Wi-Fi point. Oh no, it's a beacon.
No, it's Wi-Fi. It's McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Wait, what? Take over the ship? How do we take over the ship?
I think we take over the ship just to see what happens.
Okay, sure. If you want to board a new ship, your current ship and its cargo. Oh, okay, so can we like... Oh, we can transfer.
Wait.
So we found an abandoned ship.
Oh, holy shit. This helps us a lot.
This helps us a lot, yes. Okay, okay, first like elements. All the elements.
What's that thing with the stars on it that the new ship doesn't have?
It's a telescope.
Oh. Yeah, just bring it.
Oh, I can't drag equipment.
Oh, I see.
So we don't have telescope. So what is this?
Huh. They sound interesting. They
So-
save fuel, right?
Yeah. So, but I think we can make a telescope if we have the tech. Let's just see. Let's move to a new ship. I want to see what it's like to move to a new ship. Okay. And we have full fuel. So this is like super big bonus. A bonus to end all bonus. Yeah, we can craft the telescope. So we just like need iron and silicon.
Look if there's a mineral-rich planet there.
Yeah, there's a metallic. There's like all 3 planets here right now.
I think we go to the metallic one first.
Yeah, and then a breathable one. Drill. It's gonna with 6. Okay, cool. We have enough for a telescope.
And more.
And we have platinum. Okay, this is nice. I'm not gonna say, oh, we're doing well, because whenever you say that in a roguelike, you fucking die.
We're doing better.
We're doing better with... So do I want to, like, use cryonic to make cryonics?
Yeah, I think we want that. This has more cargo, so...
Yeah. It's a weird shaped cargo, so I'm like, is this more like... Yeah, that's more.
The really weird thing is that the cargo, like, drawing doesn't match the ship layout at all.
No, it doesn't. Like, oops. I'll tab. Like, it would make more sense if it was, like, just, like, flipped. Like, this was on this side and on that side, you know? But
yeah.
whatever. Breathable atmosphere.
Are there always aliens on the breathable planets?
So far, I haven't encountered them. It seems there are more aliens than there are backgrounds. Okay, do we approve or disapprove? Let's, like, approve. The alien doesn't want to talk anymore. Good. So he either said we were good or that we weren't good.
I think he asked us if we were willing to leave them alone, and we said yes, and he said good. That's how I'm going to interpret this.
That's a fine interpretation of things. It would be kind of cool if, on one hand, I think it would be kind of cool if you could actually like get more details in the writing, like how they are actually reacting to you. I think I'm gonna jump.
Yeah, like a lot of the writing could be a bit more detailed.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game. If you don't like reading, this isn't the game for you. So I don't see. But then again, you know, like yeah, like the game as you saw in the main menu earlier, the game has like 5 or 6 languages. Localizing all of this must be a nightmare. I mean, this is an indie game, just like so we can clear.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so what's this? Rocky planets. I kinda need fuel planets right now. So I'll just like continue. But yeah, it would be kind of cool if like you could see the reactions of aliens, so you could, kind of tell what they're trying to do. But on the other hand, their bodies are aliens, so you aren't
Like,
really sure if your gesticulation with me.
I kind of just want them to describe what they are doing without like saying what that means.
Mm-hmm. Orbiting the surrounding world is a huge hollow spherical craft. On its hollow, the surrounding world is a roid. Well, what should I do? So, like, if we had learned these two words, we would know what this means. But since we don't know, should we walk into danger?
Always.
Well, we are recording, so. Oh, so there's like coffins, hundreds and hundreds and thousands of coffins.
Oh.
Oh, so we like kind of studied them, and we got shared cryonics, which is probably an upgrade for our current cryonics.
Yeah.
Let's just like see. So there's like breathable. So yeah, let's just see shared cryonics. So we need CO there. Okay, so we can now we can currently only go into cryonics for longer jumps. Yeah. But with this we can go into cryostasis, which for short jumps. So it's something we would probably like. So there's another beacon with an abandoned ship.
Are you sure that's not the same ship?
No. I mean, it's the same as in this one, but it has...
Show cargo. See if it has anything.
Oh, it has like a lot of different stuff actually. Wait, I'm confused now. Is it like is this like our ship from the future?
Yeah. It's an upgraded version of your ship. What?
No,
Take a look at those components.
No, the resources are the same too. Like, do you see? Like, what the hell?
Right click on the components. Look what the descriptions are.
Drill. But this is like upgraded stuff. I mean, it has an arrow up, so there's something we don't have. So,
do we just what are the things that they have that we don't?
So, the sea stream panels can be deployed like sails. No, wait, we have the solar. Or wait, I think this might be bugged out. Yeah, I think this is bugged out. Okay, so beta. Like, you see what's like going on here.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, let's since we can take over the ship.
And go back if we want to.
Yeah, let's just see what's going on here. Okay, so this is like completely empty now. Like, let's just yeah, this is like completely empty now.
So let's go back to our ship.
Yeah, like this one has... Oh crap.
The game crashed.
The game crashed.
Okay, so I think we should probably end this here.
Yeah, we should end this here. So, like I said, this is currently in beta, people, so don't panic. This has yet to be released on Steam, so as beta is beta, it's gonna crash, it's gonna break, and you are gonna get your own ships from a parallel dimension that you encounter.
It would have been cool if that was intentional.
If that was, I was hoping that was intentional because that sounds so fucking cool. Maybe it'll be in the future. But anyway, I kind of like this game because the sessions are typical, roguelike short. If you didn't like FTL and you wanted something like more narrative and a bit like straightforward, this might be your cup of tea, I think. Like, just keep an eye out. And if not, if you liked FTL, then maybe this is more of this. Like, for me, I didn't like FTL that much, but this got cool for 1-2 runs and then calling it a night. Anyway, yeah, I'll put a link. You can check the annotation right here, right now, and go to buy the game on the Humble store if you want to. But it'll be released on Steam soon enough. So yeah, that's about it. That's out there, Omega Edition. Bye.
Bye, everyone.